Hello and welcome if you're watching in the UK or around the world. The Health Secretary Matt Hancock has said that the Delta variant of the coronavirus is 40% more transmissible. He also said the variant, first identified in India, makes life more challenging, making it harder to decide if it's safe to lift remaining restrictions in England on the 21st of June as planned. Earlier I spoke to our political correspondent Helen Catt, who gave us an update on the timeline for the government's roadmap to unlocking.
Well, we should get that a week tomorrow, the 14th of June, and each stage of the roadmap the government has decided about a week before, or announced about a week before, if the next stage was going to go ahead. So we should find out a week tomorrow on that. And that's why I think we're hearing quite so much this morning, because what's happening at the moment is everybody is sort of waiting and watching the data to see what happens. The big unknown in all of this has been the Delta variant, that variant of the virus that first originated in India, and how that is spreading in the UK. And a few weeks ago, it was the Prime Minister, I think, who sort of indicated that that might be something that could knock this off course, this unlocking. Since then, ministers have pretty consistently said that they have seen nothing in the data yet to suggest that the unlocking won't go ahead on June the 21st, but it does all come back to how that variant is spreading and how the vaccination programme is rolling out and how it is protecting against that variant, if you like, and breaking that link between getting infected and ending up in hospital. So a couple of things that are being pushed today. On the one hand, as you just mentioned, you've got Matt Hancock really emphasising that parents of school children need to make sure that their children are tested ahead of going back after the half term, because that's the age group that a lot of the virus is circulating in at the moment. The other big unknown about this variant was how much more transmissible it was than the previous dominant variant in the UK, which was the Kent variant. And we got a bit of indication on that this morning from the Health Secretary, Matt Hancock.
Well, the best estimate of the growth advantage, as we call it, of the Delta variant from SAGE is around 40%. So
40%.
That does make life more challenging for everybody, and you've seen that the case rates have risen a little. But the good news is that the hospitalisations, the number of people arriving at hospital, is broadly flat, and the majority appear to be those who have not had a vaccine at all, and only a very small minority of people who've had both jabs. So what the best scientific advice I have at this stage is that after one jab, it's not quite as effective against the new Delta variant, but after both jabs, it is. So that's why it's so important that we drive through these vaccinations and people come forward for their second jab.